Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode, part two of the series Learning Blender in 30 Days. And today I'll be showing you how to work the edit mode. Last time I was showing you how to use the object mode. Was basically showing you the basics, the things which I learned within the first week. Now we are on to the second week, and I'll be showing you how to use just one or two tools that I managed to figure out. And let's get straight into it. So, one of the tools which I learned to use was this loop cut. This loop cut basically allows you to, because when you first call on a shape, you can't really manipulate it too much. You could, for example, if I was to just select one vertex on this cube, I could manipulate it, just bring it up and sideways. But then that's really about it. You really can't do much because a cube only has about 8 vertices that you can work with, 8 nodes. So you really can't do much with it. But with this loop cut gives the shape more nodes, which gives you more possibilities of manipulation. So this time I've added two loop cuts, and now I'm able to select as many nodes as I want, and I can move the shape, create interesting shapes. Yeah, and I found that really cool. And another thing that I learned about this particular tool is it's not really restricted to the center. You can move it you can move it based on exactly where you want. For example, if you just click and move it up, yeah, you can essentially just put the loop cut wherever you want. So I'm just going to do this, select whichever nodes I want, and just move. And look at that, just created a random looking shape. This is just for showing you how you can manipulate a shape even more. On that, I've got another tool which I did learn about, and this one is going to be let me just do this, make sure everything is selected, is this extrusion tool, which basically it can serve two functions. If you select the whole shape, it will just create another one depending on which axis you move along. And then the second one is, if let's say I select this face, it will basically extrude that face. That's its primary. I can almost compare it to the move tool, but they're not really, because it then leaves the slime behind, showing you exactly where you were. So obviously it's different. Let me just clear this. Select everything, delete all vertices. Right, let's add another shape. Let's say we were to call on this plane shape. First glance, really flat, can't really do anything much with it. However, if we go to this modifier tab just below object properties, click on modifier and go under the generate column. If you go to solidify, you can manipulate how thick you want this plane shape to be. And it's still a plane, it's not a cube, but it just gives it a lot more thickness, which can be important, especially if you just want to keep particular shapes as they are, as in the type of shape. And if you want to know if it's still a plane, is that it still only has 4 nodes. A cube has 8. Underneath here, you can't really select any node. So definitely not a cube or a rectangular prism. Let's get rid of the shape. Then let's add a cube. Another one I'd like to talk about is this bevel. And you must be asking yourself, what exactly is a bevel? Well, that's what I asked myself. And I still don't know. But what I do know is that if you increase the amount of bevel within a shape, it almost produces a diamond low poly looking shape, which is not that much if you think about it. However, if I was just to reduce the amount by just a bit and add the number of segments, it creates a round effect. So it's still a cube, but then it has a roundness effect. Yeah. So which I found very useful, especially if you want to, if especially if you're creating a bunch of shapes and you just don't want everything to be square. So that was the bevel modifier. And then the final one, because I always save the best for last, this is definitely my favorite. If let's say you wanted to create a staircase, you can use this array modifier to create a copy of the shape or shapes depending on the number you want. So for example, let's say I want 6. If you are creating a staircase, obviously just increase the distance by a bit, so you can change the number of the objects you want. Number 2, you can change the distance between them, and you can change the height. So if I wanted to create a staircase here, sorry, oh, what am I doing? Let's just bring them closer here just to make them look a little bit more authentic. Let's just increase the height, then reduce the distance. Yeah, this would be an authentic looking staircase, and doing minimum effort, because whatever you do to this main shape, every other shape is going to take whatever values it has. So yeah, obviously a very important tool for saving time. And yes, thank you for watching this part 2 series. If you stick around, the part 3 series, I'll be doing what will be drawing from reference. So we're going to be using reference images to draw whatever picture or replicate whatever object that I have in store for the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.